garbage into compost versus talking about it, but it is my two favorite topics. As we kind of move forward with composting and PRC, we talk a lot about the evolving ton and where we're going. We'll try to shed a little bit of light on that today for you, because I think most people have gone through that weekly routine of taking their carts up the curb, OSU grad, here at December last year, and has kind of taken things off for us. We found that when you develop and you make a good product, people will buy it. And we knew that we had to find other sources. So we're still pretty much a wholesale entity. We do sell over 5,000 yards a year to the general public just coming out to buy a pickup load. But predominantly it's going into bagging operations, it's going to mixed blends for your nursery stocks and other activities. So it's been a great experience for us. One real key to all this is, as we pull this material out of different communities, we want to close that loop. We want to make sure that this material is going back out to the communities it came from. And we try to really push that by getting involved with community gardens, parks, and other recreation activity events to make sure that they understand the benefits of it. And that's kind of that big marketing push again of just how good compost is and the benefits that it provides, that we can put back into the communities. And again, is keeping those things out of the landfill that we can do better things with. As tonnages drop the landfill and pick up at places like PRC and some of the areas that Julie will talk about, it's a great rewarding experience for us.
Folks have and how we know what to do, but I did put this slide in to show you what Oregonians are recycling. So this is from 2011, and I know that that's really hard for you to read, but I will tell you the largest, and this is by weight, so it's a little bit skewed. So metal is 19% of what Oregonians are recycling. Glass is 21%. Paper is about 17% of what Oregonians are recycling, with electronics being 1%, plastics 2%, and I know that seems a little skewed because plastics are so prevalent. Everything's made out of plastic, and we want to recycle all plastics, but they don't weigh very much. And so in Oregon, we do report recycling in tons, not by volume, and so that's sort of how that looks, and it may explain some things for you, but that's kind of just an overview of what we recycle. And then I put a shot of our commingled cart in the picture because I think that it's important. What I'm going to talk about today is primarily what goes in the commingled cart. There are many other avenues to recycle, and I always call the commingled cart basic cable. It's kind of like basic cable. If you want some fancy channels, you have to pay a little more. And in the case of recycling, you have to do a little bit more. You have to be willing to have a little bit more commitment. It's just a close-up shot of the conveyor belt. And it moves about 100 to 125 feet per minute. So I often talk to people who sort of have this idea that this plastic container would be picked up and they would turn it over and, oh, that's a number one, and put it over here. That isn't happening. Those folks are sort of moving just with muscle memory. One person is looking, for example, for milk jugs. One person is looking for other things because they have to move really quickly. So it is a fast-paced system. It's meant to handle a huge amount of material every single day, and we want to get that huge amount of material into the MRF. That's how we really change how long landfills last in Oregon, for example, and how much material we pull out and use again in a beneficial